what's up, guys? Peace and blessings. Welcome to my live Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see my girl is in the house. Yeah, she beat me in here. Starbucks lover. She says, welcome everyone to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Please tap that like button on your way out, comment, and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And also, she said, if you would like to support this channel, you can tip the horse. Cash App Real Talk 9095. We thank you in advance. Absolutely, guys. Everything helps. Yes, indeed. I hope you all had a great day today. Mine was very beautiful, besides trying to go on this liquid diet, man. It is very hard. And also, she says, please be respectful. So, guys, we have a show, guys. I want to go ahead and talk about my girl, Logical Speak, had emailed me and told me to go ahead and watch this interview with Terrence. I think I'm pronouncing his name right, because I never really visit his channel. But guys, make sure you go ahead and check him out. The name of his channel is Giving You That Tea. We're giving you that real tea. Yes, let me make sure I go ahead and get it right. So I see Logical is in the house. Let me go ahead and let her up. I had sent you a link, Logic. I don't know if you had checked your email, so we can make sure that everything is clear. So let me go ahead and let Lodge in. I had sent a link. So, but I guess she didn't see that right there. So we're going to go ahead and comb through all this right here, guys. Again, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. And guys, when it comes to all this stuff right here, let me know if you can hear me real good, Logical. And Starbucks. Let me know if you can hear me real good. Give me a thumbs up. But this right here, guys, this right here to me is for entertainment purpose only. I don't take none of this stuff serious. So miss me with all the comments, saying that I'm being biased, I'm a pick me. I had to go and Google to see what pick me mean. I mean, we just take all these words from the people. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you, Lady D?
Doing pretty good. You didn't check your email.
Oh, okay.
I had sent you the link.
Oh, let me.
Well, that's all right. That's all right. You here now. To make sure that everything is clear. Okay. I went ahead and sent you the link. But I watched the interview. I think it was almost an hour. And I mean, guys, we're gonna give you our honest opinion, okay? Our honest opinion when it comes to this review right here. This is Terrence exclusive interview, and he had an interview with Lexis McCumlin. Am I pronouncing her name right?
McCullum.
McCullen.
I think
it's McCullen. McCullen. MC. Yeah. Let me go ahead. Let me key in this to make sure that we get to pronounce her name right. It's McCullen. Hold on. Let me go ahead and key this in right quick, guys. And this is the interview that she did with the Fletchers, not the Fletchers, with Terrence. His name is Terrence, right? Because this is my first time ever visit his channel.
Oh wow, yes, Terrence Smith.
Yes.
I've been watching him for a couple years.
Okay. I really like him. I like him. I think he did a very professional job. And the thing about it, he let her talk. You know how some of them, they interrupt you and all that?
Yeah.
But he went ahead and he let her talk. So before I give in, I see Nicole Gibbons in the house. She said, please give your honest opinion, Lady D, and Logical. Good evening, panel and chat. Oh, in here, look, we stand on truth. It might be not your truth, the ones that don't want to hear it. Because, girl, I've been getting some comments. I mean, oh my God. I mean, people saying that, I'm condoning adultery and all this other stuff. I mean, guys, you better make sure you look at the pole in your eyes before you see the speck in somebody else's eyes.
Yeah.
And say something about like I condone what Melody did. Not condone, but like I was, kind of happy that she was trying to unalive her kids. We didn't say nothing about nothing like that. Did we? No. Nothing like that would come out of our mouth. Only thing that we said is that we prayed that the children was not in that home. That's the only thing that we said, right?
Absolutely. I mean, what I found is some people are going to listen, but they hear something totally different, you know.
It's that kidnappers because they know exactly how to spin a story.
Yeah, they do.
Yes. So, girl, look, I want to go ahead because I had to go ahead and define what is a pygmy because I never even heard of that before, and this is something new. Like I said, we sponge and we pick up all these different names after other people and don't even know what it means, you know.
Right.
But before I get on with this right here, this interview that I'll recap on that right there. Let me go ahead and tell you exactly what I discovered when it comes to pick me, okay?
Okay.
So right here it says the term pygmy is typically referred to a person often used in a derogatory way who seeks validation or attention from others. Now, that does not describe us, right? So
No,
why people
it does not describe us.
is a particular from the opposite sex. It is commonly associated with someone who goes to great length to prove their worthiness or desirability, often by putting down others or conforming to society expectation. The term is often used to criticize individuals who parti- uh, p- prioritize gaining the approval of others over their own authentic selves. Now, that does not describe us right there.
It absolutely does not.
Yeah, I mean, people
All
is
of us,
crazy.
they don't even know what the description of the pick me is.
No, no, just
That does
using
not
words.
describe us at all. Nope, not a description of us at all.
No. Nicole Given said everybody has imperfections and makes mistakes. Even God forgives people, and so should we. For all have sinned and fallen short of God's glory, and that's Romans 8:38. And that's absolutely. Oh,
Absolutely.
when it comes to your mic, Lodge, are you on a ear? How your mic is a earphone or is a cell phone?
I'm actually on my laptop.
Or you so you don't have like some earphones or anything, right? On
No, I don't. Are
yeah,
you hearing some feedback now?
I could hear like a little buzzing sound.
Okay, let me try to adjust the volume and see if that helps.
Hmm. Nicole said you are free thinkers and you don't need validation from the gas meters. That's why I like this channel. Thank you very much, Nicole. Thank you very, very much. And you can't please everybody, you know?
That's true. Do you still hear the feedback?
Well, let me see. Let me see if hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I hear it a little bit, but if it's not too bad, guys, give me a thumbs up if you can hear a feedback. I hear a little buzzing, but it's not that bad. I want me to tell you what I think you probably have to do. You probably have to have those earbuds or the earphones or something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna look for them.
Yes, yes, yes. So we're gonna go into we're gonna give you guys our honest review of this interview that Terrence and my guys, make sure you go ahead and check him out. The name of his channel is Giving You the Real Tea, Giving You That Real Tea. And this is one of his exclusive interviews that he did with Lexis McCollum. And I want to know what your thoughts about it, Lodge, before I get into mine.
First of all, I thought it was a real good interview.
Mm-hmm.
And second, this girl is the splitting image of her dad, except for she's a little bit lighter skin
Mm-hmm.
tone. But she has his eyes, his nose, his lips. She looks exactly like her father. She's a beautiful girl. And then I found her statement to be, I would say, 98%. I felt like 98% of her statement was accurate. And there was
You
a little
did?
bit of something in there that I felt wasn't too accurate. But it didn't paint a good light on Chris
Mm-hmm.
as a father. It painted a very negative light on him. To
Mm-hmm.
say that she had never been alone with her father without Nell, that was, pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, I saw a whole total different thing. What I saw is that she really put the Fletchers, on the map, because I always overlooked the Fletchers because of all the drama that was going on with the other cast members.
Okay.
But when I saw the way that, when her mom came out, and I'm not going to go ahead of myself because I wrote so much stuff down. But when her mom came out, her mom painted a total different picture of what Lexis did. To me, Lexis came out of jealousy. She came out of hurt. And like I said, she's a grown person. She's a grown woman. And I really think that now, after she told, her side of the story, it painted a different picture of what I saw the Fletchers as. I truly believe that your mic.
I'm trying to
Yes.
uh, adjust
I
my.
truly believe that the Fletchers, they should go ahead and get them a spinoff. I mean, because they really have a story. Nicole Gibbons says it interesting that you are saying that you side with Lexus. I do as well. The gas meters are taking the Fletcher side because Nell is Miss Buddy's friend. I really like the Miss Nell. I'm not going to tell you no lie. And this is going to be very interest. Between me and Logic. Because Logic, she said that the interview went well. You pretty much, liked Alexis, right?
Yeah, I like Lexi. I found a few of her statements to be kind of shaky,
Mm-hmm.
but I actually like her. I feel like she got a raw deal from her
You think
daddy.
so?
Yeah, I do believe so.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
But we're not gonna go ahead because I wrote some more, a lot of stuff down. So
Hmm.
where I said it's easy for Lexis to distance herself from them because she was never around them. So when Lexis had said, she does not come around, you know, so it's easy for her to say so much about the Fletchers because she haven't had that bond. And now when her mom came on and told the side, it all made sense to me. So that's
Hmm.
how I look at it. And when they open up, like I said, Terrence, he did a good job. He went ahead and she let Lexus speak. So while Nell had gotten pregnant, but that's the part that had got my attention when she had said Nell had gotten pregnant while Chris was married.
Yeah.
And that's the part. What you think about that right there?
Well, Chris, he was cheating on his wife, which is Lexi's mother. And her mother said he cheated with several women.
Hmm.
Nell was just the one that stuck around and held on, got
Yes.
pregnant, and he married her.
Hmm.
But I mean, do you think that the child is supposed to make efforts to see the father, or the father make efforts to see his child?
Well, the father's supposed to make the effort to see his child.
According to Lexi, Chris didn't do it.
Yeah, but according to the mom said a different side. The mom said they met each other halfway
Hmm.
when they when she would go to the dad.
Yeah.
But you can see that she has a lot of hurt in her, and I know where she had said that she goes to therapy, and I think that
Hmm.
she should go ahead and do it. But I also like, and I'm going ahead of myself, when the mom said when Nell had found out that, he was married, Nell went ahead and called her and they talked and they built a relationship because she said Nell used to come down and, Nell was in a home and
Right.
she don't have nothing bad to say about Nell.
Yeah, she did say that. She said she prayed with Nell to try to save her marriage.
Hmm.
Um, I'm still gonna give Chris Fletcher a D for father,
Uh-huh.
for being a father to Lexi. Even at
Okay.
her age right now, at 32 years old, Chris is still her father. He is supposed to make the attempt to mend the fences.
Absolutely. I see Donna Davis in the house. She said, "Hello, ladies.
Hello,
Uh,
Don.
Chris Fletcher is the problem, period." Okay, well, this is going to be a very, very interesting
Yes, it
conversation.
is.
Okay,
Yeah.
very interesting because for some reason, I kind of, sided with the Fletchers, because I
Yeah.
never really paid too much of attention to them
Mm-hmm.
until,
Mm-hmm.
the interview. So this is going to be very interesting. So I'm going to play a little clip, okay? And we
Okay.
can go ahead and talk about that as well.
Okay.
The money back that I've loaned to y'all, I'll be wealthy. If it was left up to your daddy, y'all wouldn't have. I kind of have mixed feelings of why I'm the bad guy. Honestly, I really don't give a damn, and it is what it is for me. Well, I don't think you're the bad guy. I just think they just have a problem communicating to you. And they backdoor me and come to you. Sometimes.
And so let's go ahead and talk about that. I think that Nell should have went ahead and left money out because, like I said, when it comes to money and your children, they feel that they are entitled because, my baby boy, not my other two kids, they
Mhm.
worked and they did what they supposed to do. But, that last one was spoiled. And
Uh-huh.
if you ask for your money back, then that's an argument. So I think that Nell should have went ahead and kept the money off of the table because I feel that, those kids, especially, when they know that they mama have, they think that they are entitled.
You're saying that Nell shouldn't have given them the money that they asked for?
I think that Nell should have never brought it to the show,
Okay.
that her son owed her, some money because he was in jail. But I guess she
Okay.
was being her authentic self.
Well, she was telling the truth.
Donna said Nell is the evil stepmother. Mother.
Ah, well, she was to Lexi.
Yeah, according
Mhm.
to Lexus, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So let's go ahead and hear some more, okay? And I went
Okay.
ahead and I put all this stuff and trying to document it up because so guys, if you want to go ahead and try to hit my channel, it's not going to work because I know exactly how to, things work. I can play clips, okay? And all this right here is for
I'm not.
entertainment purpose only. Let me make sure I put my copyright thing because you know how these haters, I don't trust them at all. So
Yeah.
let me make sure that I have everything together
Yeah.
because they'll try something, but it won't work. But I'm gonna make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Expensive ass cars that has been bought. Your dad was telling me not to buy y'all those cars. Y'all didn't need those things. Well, why didn't y'all buy me one if y'all were buying them cars? Because you're reckless.
How am I
She got a car.
No, I worked an entire summer and saved up $1,500 and I got a hoopty. That's how I got my first car. While y'all were driving BMWs and
You can move your
Mercedes,
finger to.
I was
You
driving
you
a
drove your little expensive
Grand
ass
Am.
white car after I dropped $22,000.
What in the actual? You guys are acting like I'm insane. Are you kidding me?
Here we go again. Every time an argument starts with Lexi, it's always something about the car.
Either she has a very distorted memory, we're telling the truth, or
So let's go ahead and stop it right there. When
Okay.
Chris Fletcher had said that, when he had got a lump sum of money. So the way that I had gotten it is that uh the way that I had gotten it is that he gave the mom the money and the mom whatever she do with it, at least that was the child support. It didn't go directly to the daughter. So
Hmm.
when he said, I gave a lump sum of money, he most likely probably gave it to the mom because she really never had any bad stuff to say about Chris.
Uh-huh. Well, I heard Lexi name each one of the other children what type of car they got. Baby Chris got a car, younger Chris. Um, Kayla got a car, and Lance got a car. She was the only child of the four that they did not buy a car from.
Oh, so they
Four.
didn't buy her a car.
They did not buy her a car. All three of the other children got cars, but they did not buy her a car. Now, even if he gave her mama money, if you're going to
Mm-hmm.
buy three children a car, then you have to buy that fourth child a car too.
Mm-hmm.
You can't buy for three and don't buy for the fourth. And she is the oldest.
Okay.
I mean, that's my opinion. If I'm
Oh,
gonna buy
okay.
for one, I'm gonna buy for all.
Hmm.
If I cannot buy for all, then I'm not gonna buy for any.
But you don't think that Chris was saying, he gave the mom a lump sum of money and how,
No,
she spend it,
no.
that's how,
I don't think that makes a difference. You gave her the
hmm
money, but you bought all three of the other children a car. You should have bought Lexi a car too. Even if he gave the mother money, or maybe he could have don't give mama the money and buy Lexi a car, just like you bought for Lance, Chris Jr. and Kayla. It makes her feel, to me, it's my opinion, it
hmm
makes Lexi feel like she's not one of the children that's loved and appreciated. If you
hmm
cannot buy for all, then don't buy for three. He was wrong, in my opinion.
So, do you think that Donna sat there and said she agreed with Logical? My girl Donna, she said, she said I agree with Logical. But like I
Hmm.
say, this is a uniqueness of it. I'm glad
Right.
that you and I have two different opinions. You
Yeah,
see,
I respect
but
your opinion.
you don't think that the reason why it looked like in Lex's eyes that the rest of the siblings had gotten more because they were close, they were in that home, and she was, from she wasn't staying in that home, so that's just like with my grandkids. I got one of them stayed way up in North, and my other grandkids, they stationed
Uh-huh.
down here,
Uh-huh.
and quite obvious, I get to see my, the grandkids that's down here more than I see the ones that's way up north.
Of course.
So I guess she probably felt some type of way, and that's why she said that she feel like she's not loved.
Well, I don't like it. I don't like it
Hmm.
because if she lived in Tennessee, I think her and her mom lived in Tennessee. They lived in Alabama. I still say if he was going to buy all three other children a car, he should have had Lexi and her mom go select her a car. He could have paid for it by just wiring the money to pay for the car. He didn't actually have to go to Tennessee.
Hmm. Well,
You don't buy for
the mom did say, Fletcher used to, send her child support,
yeah, she did.
but the money was not directly in Lex's hands.
Right. But I mean, if the child is old enough to drive, then the money don't have to go through mama.
Hmm.
He could have sent that money to Lexi for her to go buy her the car that she wanted. Tell her to go pick out the car that you want and then wire her the money.
Yeah. T. Jones said it kills me when they tell a child, I pay child support. Okay. We have bills. We don't give the money. It's to, live off. So what you think about
Mhm.
that?
Oh wow, let me see. She said child support. Okay, we have bills. We don't save the money. It's to live off of. Well, I'm not sure about that because the child support goes to buy food and clothing for the child and to
Hmm.
pay bills.
Absolutely.
So therefore, when it was time to buy these luxury vehicles, to me that don't come out of the child support money.
Hmm.
And remember, Lance is not his son.
That's the oldest one, right?
The oldest guy is Nell Fletcher's son, and he got a car.
Hmm.
And Lexi is Chris's biological daughter. So how you gonna buy a car for Lance and don't buy a car for Lexi?
Hmm.
Chris was wrong.
Okay.
I don't know
Okay.
why he was wrong. I'm sure Nell had something to do with it.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know if Nell had a problem with his first wife, and Lexi was froze out, but Chris shouldn't have let it happen.
Hmm.
You stand 10 toes down for your children. I don't care who you marry.
Yep. DJ Mo say I'm on Lexi's side and definitely blame Chris for this BS. So everybody is on
Okay,
Lexi's side.
okay,
Donna
okay,
and one thing about Donna Davis is not biased. And if
okay.
Donna sit there and say she on Lexi's side, then she
Yeah, there you
Lex's
go.
feeling matters. Lex's feelings matter.
Yes,
She is
her
a
feelings
child,
matter.
And Nicole Given say even though he paid child support, he didn't give Christmas presents to all of the other children and not Lex's. I'm sure she got gifts while he was paying child support. Right? Where is the grace for the child to her firstborn? So the oldest son, that's the firstborn of Chris, right? So how many kids, from Nell that
No,
Chris has? Chris has about two, right? Or more.
the two younger ones, Chris Jr. and Kayla.
So the
Lance,
the 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 bright one, the one that was talking, the guy with the braids.
that's Nell's son
No, they
by
had some with
someone else.
the first one. You remember the first one that he had corrected Lexus? He was kind of he looks like this guy. I
Hmm.
can't think what this guy name. He's real bright. The first one. So
Lance.
that's
His
not his
name is
son,
Lance.
right?
No, that's not his son.
Oh, that's Nell's son.
That's Nell's son.
Oh, okay. So she had children before she met him.
Yeah, that one child, and he
Oh,
had
okay.
Lexi. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but that guy got a car.
Yes, he does. He do.
He got a car. So
Hmm.
Chris is wrong.
Yeah.
100% wrong.
Star says child support should be used for the child's needs, not paying the bills for the household. Whoever is the custodian parents, he or she should have their own money to pay the bills.
I agree
Yep,
with
I
you,
absolutely too. I agree
yeah.
too. And
Yes.
when Nell had sat there and Nell told her to shut up, at first I thought that was Nell's, that was her daughter, her biological daughter. But to tell Lexus to shut up, you shut up.
I did too,
I
but it's
thought that
not.
was her biological daughter, she was talking to.
I did too. I
Mhm.
thought it was her daughter, but that's his daughter.
So, like I said, Nell has a temper as well, just like Martell has. She has a temper as well.
Yeah, they do. She does. You don't think Chris is wrong, huh?
Really, at this time, after hearing the mom
Hmm.
side and the way that the mom spoke about the Fletchers, she had nothing bad to say about him because especially when it comes to this reality show right here, they are very hard on men. And she didn't say nothing bad about it. Even Terrence had asked her, if Carlos King will call you to come on that show, would you come? Well, she said no because she's not into all that drama. She don't think that it represent black excellent. But you saw how Lexus, I was looking at Lexus, the way that, she kept making all kind of gestures, how when her
Yeah.
mom was talking, she didn't say anything bad about, the Fletchers. She didn't say anything bad about Nell. She said when Nell found out that, he was married, Nell wanted to go ahead and call it off. And also, pretty much, they wasn't friends, but they was able to get along because of the child.
Yeah. I'm not sure about if Dale was willing to give it up. I don't believe it.
Hmm.
I think she told Lexi's mother that. But remember when she said she found a lot of letters that Neil had been writing Chris?
Hmm.
Neil was pursuing Chris, even though she knew he was married.
Hmm.
She was pursuing him.
Hmm.
So yeah, she's not as bad as Ariane, but Neil pretty much did the same thing that
Hmm.
Ariane did.
And then she said, she don't remember even spending, any time with Chris.
Right.
She used to spend Christmas, maybe some Christmas and birthdays, but I like what her mom said, and that's why I was able to weigh it out. Her mom sat there and say Lexus thought that the grass was greener on the other side when she had something right here. And I think that when her mom said that this is what I got is that you have a stepdad that loves you to death, which I know she was yearning for her biological dad,
Yeah.
but by she had wanted, her biological dad, she didn't realize that the dad that she had right there, was treating her good. So that's what I had got from the mom.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I think
Hmm.
she did
And
respect
that's
her
why she said
stepfather.
that.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying about the grass is greener, but Chris is her biological father. Even though
Hmm.
you may love your stepfather, most children want the love of their biological. If it don't come with no money, as long
Mhm.
as it comes with love, they are happy.
Mhm.
And Chris did not show her the love that she needed and wanted.
Well, I think what Chris, his part was the way how he played it. Yeah, and especially men does not think the way women think. And don't
Mm.
call me a pygmy, guys, because they quick for that word pygmy.
I know, I
I have
know.
to really learn how, what the meaning of this word. I had to, Google the word. But
Right.
Chris is most like men that they fear that if I give money, you know, that's enough. And I think the
Yeah,
mom even said that,
yeah,
how he was giving money, but what she really she needed that father
absolutely.
figure.
Absolutely.
Yes. And I
But
think that's what she was missing.
well, do you think, I mean, because he did pay his child support, he would send
Yes,
money.
yes, yes. So
But
that's a plus right there. She never said anything,
mhm.
that he didn't.
Well, do you think being that Chris was cheating on her mom with Nell, some men are ashamed of what they have done
Hmm.
and they would kind of pull back so they don't have
Hmm.
to look at their child and feel the hurt. So that could have been the reason why there's so much distance between them, because he was embarrassed the
I
way
don't
he
think
got
that
with
he
them.
was really embarrassed. I hate to
You
cut
don't think
y'all.
so?
No, because I think that when the mom said that she and Chris had met in high school. To
Uh-huh.
me, and when he started cheating, I think he was like in his 20s or something like that. He was still young. He was still soaring his
Right.
oats. They was together, in high school. And, like I said, everything is not meant to be. And also you have to realize at that time he was young and
Yeah.
he didn't soar his oats. So now, once he had a little bit of freedom, he went ahead and he used it. And that's why she does not have any animosity,
Yeah.
when it comes to Chris, because she never once badmouthed him.
No,
To
she did.
me, it's like they still have a relationship because you got to have a relationship if you're going to meet a man
Right.
halfway to pick up your daughter.
Well, she said when she walked away, she was done. She left it alone. And she said he cheated with several women. Nell
Hmm.
wasn't the only one.
Yeah, but he was young. I think she said
Right.
he was like in his 20s.
And she let it go. She didn't hold
Yeah.
no animosity towards Chris.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Lexi did.
Alice Evans says Lex is about money. Also, her mom, they feel Nell is enjoying what's there, and that could be true. That
It could be.
absolutely could be true
It could be.
because like I said, we all can take a little piece of what they've been through. Especially
Right.
when it comes to stuff like this, and with like I said, with my personal life, which I don't feel like talking about it right now, but children, especially when they are stepchild, and I wouldn't say a stepchild, but that's exactly, what it is. And they feel that, oh, now, you done married somebody else and they getting what I should have. And that's
Right.
where, the jealousy is coming at, no, and I wouldn't say a step.
Uh-oh. What happened?
You still there. I did hear feedback, but you still there.
Okay. Well, yeah. Now I'm lost. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying, how children is, especially when Lexi said that her mom was married, to her dad, and
Yeah. A
all of a
good
sudden,
man.
when he left, and I think she was 5 years old, and she probably was close to her dad, and just
Yeah.
to see that her dad was not in the home. But like I said, everybody is not meant to be, just because you're biological, that does not mean that that person meant to be in your life.
Oh wow. I
And the
hate
mom
that.
even said that, the
Yeah.
grass, she thought the grass was green on the other side.
Yeah.
Alex also said, my kid's father left for another woman when they were younger. Now they are adults, no animosity or feeling entitled, not jealous. And you see, it's the way you raise your children.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the way you raise your
Absolutely.
children because,
Right.
I had a stepdad, and my
Mhm.
stepdad, he gave us his last name, and
Mhm.
he treated us like he was, like we was his own. And
Okay.
my real dad was right around the corner, but we called our not our biological dad, we call our stepdad, we call him dad because he was
Okay.
the one that took care of us.
Okay.
So things happens.
Right. That's correct. But I
Yes.
also think When a father leaves home, leaves his first family to go on to another family. Hello, misbehaving. That's what I wanted to do. Speak to her.
Mhm.
When a father like
Oh, I didn't know
Chris,
Miss Behavior was in the house. She's in the
yeah,
house?
yeah,
Oh,
she's in
hey,
the
Miss
chat.
Behavior. Yeah, she say, "Hello, Lady D, logical
And to
speech,
everyone.
star, love, and" yes, thank you for coming in, Miss Behavior. Yes, guys, make sure you go ahead and check our channel out.
Now I could be wrong. Everybody, if I'm wrong, check me. I think when a father such as Chris steps out of his first home into another family, he has to put forth extra effort
Mhm.
for those children that he leaves in that first home so that they don't feel neglected like Lexi does.
Mhm.
And Chris paid the child support. But what she really wanted was those hugs and the kisses and I love you. You're my baby girl. You're my first baby girl. That's what she wanted.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, I
he
think
didn't
she did, but
provide.
is things happen, life happen, and also like when the mom came on because and she said that when she found out that Chris was cheating, he wanted to make it right with her, where he drove way to Mississippi, because
Yeah,
he wanted his family,
yeah. He
but
didn't want a divorce.
she said when she went back and she found so many letters, and it
Yeah,
was not just Nell, it was other women as well, and
right.
right there she checked out. But the thing about it is when she said all that, it was no bitterness. So I was
No, it
saying,
wasn't.
she probably realized, they was not meant to be just in high
Right.
school, and that was it.
Well, I remember Nell saying that she saw so much of Chris and Martell.
Hmm.
Martell was doing a lot of the same things that Chris was doing. And now I see what she was talking about.
Yes.
But Lexi's mother is not bitter with
Not at
Chris,
all.
but Melody is bitter
Hmm.
with Martell for moving on. Or, you know,
Hmm.
well, of course, it's two different women, two different generations. But
And I like that, not to cut you off, but I like the part that Nell is not bitter either because she said Chris had cheated over her and they
yeah,
were separated for a couple of months. But when she took him back, she forgave him. And that's what I'm talking about. When you take a person back, you don't keep reminiscing over what had happened because then you
mhm,
really didn't forgive that
right,
person.
absolutely.
So it does
Um,
not make no sense for you to get back together when you're not going to let it go.
well, did you hear that when Chris left her for those 18 months, he was living with another woman?
I didn't hear that, but I know that she says she didn't cheat it. She never cheated. Nell
Right.
says she never cheated.
According to the YouTube streets, I'm not exactly sure if it's correct. When Chris left her for those 18 months, 2 years, while Nell was waiting on him, he was living with another woman.
Hmm.
And he came on back to her.
Hmm.
So,
Ellis Evans said mine was not supportive. I was a mom and dad. Their father is a descendants of cheaters, malign one, but my child are friends with their dad. Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I
And
hate, really
DJ Mo say the lump sum of money was probably a divorce settlement. Probably was,
hate.
but
Okay.
I really, like I said, I really like the mom because the mom did not badmouth
Yeah,
Chris.
Chris.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter, if he went out and he cheated, she still didn't badmouth him.
Yeah. And she
T
said,
Jones said, "Look how she got him. Sounds like hard up to me now." Well, that's what they say. The way you got him, that's the way that you're gonna lose him. But she hung up. She hung into her marriage because she loved him, and I think that Lexis was really trying to discredit Nell, especially when she said when they had lost everything, living like the Joneses, and she worked it at the dollar store, so she should be more humble. I think she really was trying to discredit Nell. Why would she
yeah,
mention, that Nell worked it at a dollar store? And when she said that Nell worked at a dollar store, it made me really, get closer to Nell because I really didn't see Nell. I thought that Nell was just being there because I couldn't see her because like I said, all that
yeah.
other mess. But to me, for Nell to be working at a dollar store, you know That's very humble.
Yeah, well, she said they were doing bad for a great while.
Yeah, very
She
bad, but she
said that
stuck with it.
they just came into money, Chris and Nell, within the last 10 years.
Hmm.
Prior to that, they Chris and Nell was struggling.
Yes.
They didn't have any money. They didn't get money until the baby girl Kayla graduated from high school. Is when they moved into that home.
Okay.
So they haven't been with them. They haven't been wealthy for 20, 30 years. It's only been about 10 years that they
Okay.
have. And she's still trying to figure out where their money come from.
Yeah, and that's the part that really stuck out to me as well when she say, "I want to know where that money come," as if they dealing something illegal.
Right, right, right.
And to me, she has a lot of jealousy. Even though
Yeah,
you guys like her, but some of that right there, I felt that she shouldn't even say it. So I think that's why the mom came on and tried to clean some of it up, because
yeah,
why would you worry where these people got their money from? And also when she started talking about the other siblings, and I felt that she should have just stuck talking about what she been through. Don't
yeah.
worry
About
about
this.
nobody else. Let them tell their own story.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna always feel bad for a child that's hurting.
Hmm.
And if I feel like a daddy or a mommy didn't step up to the plate and make that child feel loved, that's what
Hmm.
Lexi gets my support.
Yes.
I,
Linda Young said after this interview, I look at Nell different because she was
oh yeah,
down Martell's back because of what he did, but she was the other woman, those in glass houses, and that's absolutely true.
should not
Like I
throw
said, and that's
stones.
why I open it up. I open
Yeah,
up this show. I say pot calling kettle black.
absolutely. Now how's she gonna do that to Chris to Mortel when she know her and Chris did the same thing? Oh
Yes.
my goodness, that makes them look really bad, really.
But all of them, every last
Yeah,
one of them on that show, except Letitia and Marcel and the Scots, just say the Scott. But all the
yeah.
rest of them, the same things that they accusing each other, they did it themselves.
Yeah, well, really, Maurice and Kimmy have been accused of cheating while he was still married, so they
Hmm.
are in that scenario too.
But the thing about it, even if they, Maurice was cheating, or she cheated with over Marcel, not Marcel, Maurice, Tisha never, not Tisha, what's her name? Kimmy never dragged nobody else marriage.
No, right, you're right about
She
that.
never dragged,
Right.
like, what's her name? Like Nell dragged Martell. You gonna drag Martell for the same stuff that you did?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Starbucks says she loves some dollar stores.
I love some Dollar Tree too. I sure do. Yep, I love me some Dollar Tree. I ain't gonna go into what I buy when I go in the Dollar Tree. That's not,
Yeah.
relevant.
Well, God had to humble me for me to go into the dollar store. At one time, you couldn't
Really?
even catch me. Oh, yeah, girl.
Oh
God
my
had to really
goodness.
humble me. I mean, really humble me. I had to fall flat on my face. And like I said, I'm not
Uh-huh.
ashamed, because that is my
Right.
testimony.
Well, everything in there is not, but a lot of things are as good as
Mhm.
you're gonna get at any other store.
Yeah.
Like, mhm,
Well, I don't know too much about the Dollar Tree. Now, the
mhm.
dollar store, the Dollar Tree is what sells everything a dollar, right?
Right, it's $1.25 now, though.
Yeah, no, I don't go in there. I go
Oh, really?
into no, no, no. I like the dollar store.
Oh, wow.
Where you can get, yeah, the dollar store.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. I like the
You mean Dollar General?
yeah, like a Dollar General.
Oh, okay, okay. I
Cuz
don't like
yeah,
Dollar
now the
General.
Dollar Tree is like selling everything for $1, right?
Right.
Yeah, I don't like
It's a
that one.
dollar 25. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's certain
Mhm.
things I get in there. Not everything, but there are certain items that I like from there, like my aluminum baking pan. Sometimes I bake, and those pans are disposable, and I
Mhm.
can bake and then throw that pan away, and it's only $1.25.
Mm.
So I stock up on them because it saves me from scrubbing my baking pans. So I love
Mhm.
those. Girl, we ain't talking about no Dollar Tree, are we?
Ye Who brought up dollar store? Somebody
I
brought
don't
it up.
know.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Starbucks.
yeah, the daughter.
Yeah,
That's why we talked about
right.
that. But I did like, how the mom has said that she and Mel, they went, not Mel,
Mhm.
Nell, they went out to lunch, and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
So I'm glad that, they did have a relationship because,
Right.
you don't hear nothing like that.
Yeah.
But Terrence had asked, what if Carlos King called you to come on that show? She said no, she's not gonna
Yeah.
come. But I
No,
think she
she's not
should
coming.
come on, but she says she wouldn't wanna do that.
I would like for her to come on. It would be
Mhm.
interesting to see her and Neil chop it up, but she said no, so you gotta respect her. You would think that Lexi wouldn't have so much of a disdain for her dad,
Mhm.
being that her mother has not had a lot of disdain for Chris. So
Yeah.
where does all of Lexi's hurt and anger come from?
I think it's mentally because
Mhm.
she looking at it that he's spending time with with his other children,
Right,
and
right.
she
And
was the
not with
first, she's the firstborn, and
her.
she
Yeah.
felt that, that time should be with her. So I think that's where the jealousy and the animosity is coming out. And also I think that, she was married before who she got right now. I don't know if they was married or not, but she did have a child, and she was a single parent. So, and that didn't work
Hmm.
out. And I think all that right there, it really got to her,
Yeah.
mentally.
Yeah. Could be. I just hope moving forward they can have a better relationship. Although Lexi saying it's dead forever, I hope not. I really do.
Yeah. Well, if she's going to come back, because first of all, when she got up and she started cursing, I was thinking that the others, siblings, especially the girls, was going to get up and jump on her, because you're not going to talk to my mama any kind of way in a home.
Right.
So, I didn't really pay close attention to that scene until this interview last night. I
Mhm.
just went ahead and brushed through it. So I didn't really understand, what had happened until I saw the interview. That's when I went back and I, watched the show.
Right.
But when she had got up, and she was very, very upset. She was very upset.
Mhm.
Hold on. I thought that the other siblings was just going to get up, and tell her something. But Chris got up, and Chris went out, and he talked to her, and
Yeah.
after he felt like he couldn't get nothing through her, that's when he had just brushed his hands off her as well.
Now I do have to clarify something. I feel like Lexi at that dinner table was totally disrespectful.
Who?
Lexi,
You
when
think
they
that
had,
she was totally disrespectful in what
yeah,
way?
I think she was totally disrespectful to everybody at that table.
Oh, you think she was?
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Of
she was.
course, and that's the part that I didn't like, because
I
you're not
agree.
you're not gonna disrespect my home.
I agree. Now the only thing that I support Lexi in is her pain for her
Yes.
daddy not giving her the love that she deserved. But at that dinner table, there were her siblings and Nell and her daddy. She was totally disrespectful.
Yes, she was.
Her mother
Because
even
first of
said,
all, she jumped herself in that conversation. It's
right,
like she came with a motive, because she already said that, she does not talk to him anyway. So I guess she figured, the cameras is on, so I'm going to let them know how I feel, because Nell was not talking to Lexus at the time. Nell was talking to her youngest son.
well, did you hear Lexi said that they told her to come to the filming and that she would be able to promote her business?
And I liked that part. I'm glad you brought it up, because I did write that down. So do you hear that, Donna? Where Donna at? I don't know if Donna is still in the house. Okay. So this is why like I said, I see the Fletcher side when it comes to
Yeah,
that, because first of all, he probably say, look, I may not have been in your life, but I still love you.
yeah,
And
he
by
did.
me showing
Yeah,
my love to you, I want you to come on and promote your business.
yeah,
And if
he
she
did.
wouldn't have gotten in her feelings, then her business probably would have taken off. And that's the thing about it, Lodge, especially when it comes to us, our people, we get so emotional, we get so
Yeah.
caught up in our feelings where we miss out on our blessings. And she
Yeah.
missed out on her blessings because
Yeah.
she should have sat there and kept her mouth closed and just went with the flow. And maybe Nell would have gave her another scene where she can be able to promote her business. And I mean,
Absolutely.
she would have done good. Now she dropped the ball because she could not control her emotions.
Yeah, I agree. You know, she was out of she was disrespectful, and
Yes.
she could have had another opportunity to promote her business, but she jumped the gun with the anger. So yeah, it's some blame. I mean, you know, we all know it's a couple of different sides to every story. Chris is not
Yes.
all wrong, and Lexi was truly wrong for disrespecting Nell and
Yeah.
her daddy, and Nell was wrong for jumping up screaming at everybody.
Now you hear that, Donna? What you think about that, Donna? Because, like I said, I'm team right, and I try to see it
Yeah,
from a fair point of view, and that's the part that I saw,
yeah,
and I do understand how she feel because I've been through that. But like I
yeah.
said, the grass was not greener on the other side. And that's just like with my mom. My mom was adopted out, by the aunt, and her sisters used to come to the house and say, "You should have been glad that you was not living with us because we was jealous of you." My mom was, living with her aunt. My aunt, spoiled her, and she had
Uh-huh.
nice dresses, nice shoes, and they didn't have none of that.
Okay,
But
okay.
we all think that, oh, the grass is green on the other side. It's a reason why things happen in life. We don't know, but it's just called life.
Yeah, it
So let
is.
me see what my girl Donna say. Donna say, but that's all for the show. Chris Fletcher does not get a pass. Absolutely. He does not get a pass, but that was her opportunity to promote her business, but she dropped the ball by getting all in her emotions.
I agree. I agree.
So you see what I'm saying, Donna?
But I'm telling
Sometimes people have done you wrong, but sometimes it's certain things you just got to just go ahead and suck it up. And
yeah,
Nell kicked out the house, and I don't think now as she coming out and spilling the beans, I don't think that now they're gonna be able to mend this together. It most likely they won't be even mended. Now she done dropped the ball. We don't even know nothing about her business.
yeah, that's true. I'm
You
still
see,
giving Chris and Nail the side eye though.
yeah, Alexis says that not Lexis, Linda Young say Lexis' mom was likely hurt and bitter at the beginning, but years and years passed and she moved on and remarried. I'm sure her mom was a mental mess at the beginning. Lexis is still in pain. It could be, but the thing about it is that she didn't just lay down and
And
just
still in it. Yeah.
wallow in her vomit. She cleaned herself up and she got up. And
Uh-huh.
she didn't have no animosity, and if she did, she didn't show it because she welcomed Nell. They went to lunch.
Right, right. Well, she said that Chris left when Lexi was 2 or 3, and
Five, I think it was 5.
she married her current husband when Lexi was 5. I thought
Okay. Oh, she married with 5. So who to say that Mama probably had the current husband on the side? She probably thought that was a soulmate.
could
Because
be
she didn't fight. She didn't fight for a marriage, so she might have had something on the side. Remember, they was high school kids.
right. But I like the idea that she wasn't bitter. She moved on. She let him
Yes.
go. Unlike some people we know that can't let go
No,
and
not at
bitter
all.
about them was, her mom was totally different, and I like that.
Yes.
And let go.
Donna says Nell has issues with Lexus, and Lexus felt like Nell does not like her and seems like she don't to me. And also Nicole said Lexus' mom moved on and remarried and didn't remain bitter. Absolutely. And that's what I like. So
Yeah.
what you were saying,
Oh,
Lodge?
I was
I don't
just.
know what you did with your mic, but your mic sounds good.
Oh, is it
I
better?
don't hear that. I don't hear that buzzing in my ear anymore.
Okay, I tried another mic, so
Oh well, you need to keep
hopefully
that
it's
one.
better.
It's real clear. I don't hear
Uh
no buzzing.
yeah, God dog it, I don't know where I was. I lost
Hmm.
my train of
No, we
thought.
were just saying, she wasn't bitter. She moved
Right,
on.
right. She moved on, and that's the way it should be. Uh,
You said
uh
not like others.
not like some other people we know. We're not gonna
Yes.
call no names tonight, but let go. You know, let that man have a life.
Hmm.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, Let it go. But our girl is making money. So
Hmm.
she has to keep a certain amount of animosity up for her
Who?
ex-husband, our friend on the show.
Yeah, but she messing it up. She messing her brand up because just like with Nell Fletcher, Nell Fletcher, she was on Martell time, but all the while she did the same thing. According to, and everything on here, guys, is for entertainment purpose only.
Hmm.
Everything is for entertainment. It's all alleged. Okay. So let's make sure we go ahead and put alleged because this is Lexi's side. This is our truth. But like I said, you have to be careful, how you put your mouth on people because
Yeah.
what goes around comes around. And
Right.
now Nell gonna have to clean it up. You was a side chick as well, Nell.
Right. Do you think that Chris pulled Martell to the side and told him, "Don't walk away from your kids. Don't do what I did. Stay
No,
close."
no,
You
I
don't
don't
think
think
so?
so. I
I
don't
think
think so
so.
because I think that the marriage between Melody and Martell had been long overdue, over.
Mhm.
And I think that when they did come together, it was all fake. It was just for the
Mhm.
cameras. So
Well,
I
I
think
mean,
that they all knew what we didn't know. We just
mhm.
finding out because we looking from the outside in. But according to some of the people, that come in this blog room that I'm in, and
Uh-huh.
they say they from not too far from Huntsville, and they say that that marriage been was over with,
Well, I
and
mean,
that's alleged. Okay.
what I mean is Chris has a bad relationship with Lexi. You
Hmm.
don't think that Chris pulled Martell to the side and say, "Fight for your kids. Stay in your kids' life."
Well, he is fighting for his kids. So, ain't nobody cannot say that Martell does not love his kids. He wanted to see
Mhm.
it work, even if it was fake. Maybe it's fake, but we still can work it because Martell, he was looking out for his kids. And that's the thing about it. Everybody is getting so confused. They thinking that Martell is trying to get back in his marriage. No, Martell is not really getting
No.
back with his marriage because if he did, he had many opportunities to get back with Melody. He
Right.
wants to make sure that he see his kids,
Right.
in the bed that they're supposed to be and not in everybody else's bed, and
Right.
his family home. So he most likely, probably tried to give it another chance, but it didn't work. But when Martell is running behind Melody, just like they showed some of the text messages on when he did the interview with Tasha K, he was calling Mel concerning the kids, not
Right.
because he was
Right.
trying to, get back with her.
Right. That's all I see is him fighting for the kids.
Yeah, fighting for the kids.
Everybody else seems to think that he wants her. But
Yes.
I think he's been over that. He wouldn't have been in the relationship with Ariana for 7 years if he really wanted Melody.
Yeah, if he wanted
You know?
Melody, he would, and most men when they find, I don't know, it's like I say, men does not think the way that women think. Okay. Most men, when a woman cheat, they just can't handle it. They can go out there and they can cheat and it's all good and dandy. But a minute when a woman cheat, they feel like they don't want to go after another man.
That's true.
Hmm.
Chris moved.
DJ Mo say yes, Chris moved in with his girlfriend for 18 months.
Yeah, I did hear that. Hmm. Chris, a bad boy. Hmm.
Hmm. Well, like I said, you can look at Chris, you can look at him that, he loved to have fun and you could see that, he loved women. But the thing about it is that when it comes to Nell was not going to give up with what she had. And even though they had that setback, she still stood in that marriage. She still fought for it, even
Hmm.
if she had to go and work at a dollar store, she
Hmm.
didn't give up. So she saw not was right there, she saw the future. And sometimes when you see the future and you see the potential that you two have, where y'all can get over these homes. And now as you can see, they had got over the homes because look
Yeah.
how they blessed now.
Right, They are
You
doing
see,
well.
sometimes you just can't be just quick to throw in the tower. Oh, he's cheated, and soon the minute he cheated, oh, you want to go ahead and you want to throw away your man. If nothing is lacking in your home, now call me or pick me, call me, whatever you guys want to call me. But if nothing is not lacking in your home, your man treats you like a queen, you ain't lacking for nothing, and he's home and no money is missing, then no way in the world I would get rid of my husband. You don't see Tisha wanting to get rid of Marcel because Tisha know that it's way bigger than the two of them. Now, what if Tisha would have went ahead and listened to Mel because Mel got her third
Right.
hand information off of YouTube and go and leave her husband? Then she wouldn't have what she have today. She wouldn't be able to build legacies for her children's children. See, sometimes, like I say, this trouble does not last always. And that
That's
does
true.
not mean you weak. And the minute they say, oh, you weak, oh, they weak, get out that marriage. And if you get out of the marriage and you go from the frying pan to something else, with all
Directly
these
into the
different body
fire,
counts, having
most
so many
likely.
different body counts.
Out of the frying pan directly into the fire.
In directly into the fire. You are absolutely right.
Yep,
And then all
absolutely.
you got is what? You got a bunch of body counts.
Yep, that's the
And
way
what
it
what
usually
Martell said? Martell said, she's saying that, she go out of the country, but what's the purpose of you going out of the country when you got to hide who you with?
Well, she says she was international booty.
Yes, and you can't show them. So what Martell said? You just going down there to get, you know what?
That's what she said it herself.
And
This
like I say, guys, it's tight, but it's
international
right.
booty.
I don't know these people from a can of paint. I only can just call it as I say it.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
don't come at me. I'm just a messenger.
Yep.
Alice Evans said, yes, no woman should stay in abusive marriage. He was using her money on Slaw. Keisha has nothing. They are in trouble with Zen Gardens. What is that? I don't know. Who is Keisha?
I think she's talking about
Tisha.
okay. So
I
so
think she's talking about Tisha. She said, yes, no woman should stay in abusive marriage. Well, like I said, now that all Melody stuff is coming out, we see that they was both toxic.
yeah.
Melody and guys, don't come in, write me, don't leave no comments because I don't take this stuff personal. I don't know these people,
Well,
but all I know is what we saw.
the thing is, Melody said she didn't know nothing was going on. Martell treated her like a queen. So he
Absolutely.
wasn't abusive. I mean, that's what Melody said. So
But we
I
only could
have to
go
go
by
on
of
that.
what they
Yeah.
said.
She couldn't tell that he was cheating. He was still taking her out. They were still having sex and making babies and going out for dinner and going on trips. She couldn't tell. Martell wasn't
hmm
treating her like crap. She just
hmm
so happened to find out because
Yeah.
Ariane made herself known. If
And
Ariane had known, huh?
how did Ariane made herself known?
By calling that phone back to
No,
back.
no, 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 no. It started because Mel put it out. Mel put
Well,
the she didn't come out and say Ariane's name, but she
mhm.
kept saying the side chick where Mel even made a song about her.
Well, that I mean, 2 years before the show started,
hmm
Melody found out about Ariane because Ariane called his phone.
hmm
And when Melody answered Martell's phone, which is a no, Ariane was on the other line. That was prior to
And
the
what
show.
season was that?
No, this is before the show started.
Oh yeah, yeah. Before the show started, and that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. These people were separated, according to what Ariane said. That Melody, she had an apartment. These people was not living in the same house. These people was faking, and they only played all this out for the cameras. So if that would make anybody upset because you playing a part that y'all two together, but yet you
Mm.
sleeping in the bed with me. And
Well,
that's how Ariane felt because they are acting, and that's why Martell was able to come out and say that they was acting.
well, I'm gonna have to stand my ground on this one.
hmm
Ariane knew he was a married man. Uh, she shouldn't have been calling his phone back to back because he could be with his wife. at any
That's
point in
true.
time.
That's true. I can't argue with that. That's absolutely true. But according to Ariane, like I say, it's two sides to everything, and it's the truth.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
And according to what Ariane is saying, Ariane was saying that the reason why she was calling because their storyline was fake. He was not with her. Even the first scene, and if I'm not mistaken, you said the same thing. They pretend that they was filming together in their home, and all the while it was the Fletcher's home.
Yeah, but they were still married.
Y- They was married, but they was separated.
Well,
Well, they're
I,
still married. You're right.
still married. And
Yes.
in my opinion, she should have waited until he could call her,
Hmm.
not call him back to back to back to back.
Hmm.
He was still a married man.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. And that's why, like I said, we only looking from the outside in. We only can go
Yeah,
by of what these people. But
yeah, yeah. I mean, in my opinion,
I was watching Tasha K's interview and some of the
mhm,
stuff on TikTok. Ariane said that even Carlos King told them, and I'm gonna say a legend to fake it, that these
mhm.
people, they was not together.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna stick my ground. I'm gonna stand 10
Yeah,
toes
you
down on that one.
absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
He was still a married man. If he was
Hmm.
divorced, that would be different. If it's a
Hmm.
married man, that outside
Absolutely. And
woman,
Kimmy said the same thing. Kimmy said the same thing. You remember?
yeah, the outside
She said,
woman, mistress, side piece, whatever you want to call her, you have no rights.
mm-hmm.
If he's a married man, if he's divorced, that's a different story. Then you could call him whenever you get ready,
Yes, yes.
you know. But as long as he's a married man, you don't have no business calling his phone.
Okay, so T
Mm-mm,
Jones said, and I think I think Kimmy talked about that, is a
mm-mm.
called respectful cheating.
Oh yeah, I see that. T. Jones respectful cheating. You gonna respect that wife as long as he's married to her.
Hmm.
In my opinion, you don't get to disrespect the wife or the children
Absolutely.
in no form. You will sit and wait on that man to come to you or call you if you are on the outside.
Hmm.
That's my opinion. She didn't have no business calling her or calling
Hmm.
his phone for Melody to answer the phone. No, ain't nothing right about that. And Martell is a dummy for not putting her in her place.
Hmm.
You do not call my phone, period. I will call you. Don't
Absolutely.
unless
Absolutely.
it's an emergency, and then you better get somebody else to call. But you better
Absolutely.
not call my phone. You
Absolutely.
gonna respect my home. You gonna even if me and her are fighting like cats and dogs, you gonna still respect my wife and my kids. You do not call my phone. You better send a message through somebody else.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And for that, Martell is not gonna ever get a pass with me. He gave
Yes,
that girl
indeed.
probably too many privileges. You
Yeah,
stay in your place.
I see one of my subscribers went ahead and gave me a cash app. I don't want to call a government name because I
Oh,
don't see the name on here. But
that
thank you
is so
very much.
sweet.
Thank you very much for the cash app. And I pray that what you gave, it will fall upon good grounds, that the Most
That
High
is so
God will
sweet.
multiply.
That is
And
so
thank you
sweet.
very, very much. Thank you very much. I
Yep.
appreciate it.
Yep. That's how I feel about it.
Yes,
You know, I absolutely, I cannot back down on that one. You know?
absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Yep.
But, like I said, all we could do is just look from the outside in and
Hmm.
letting Martell, tell his story. So, we can go ahead and find out, what's really going on, or they need to just go their separate
Yeah,
ways. But I do not think that Martell and Melody should ever film again,
I agree.
because every time when Martell is in Melody's present, the mood
Yeah.
changes.
Oh my
All
God.
eyes is on them too.
Yeah.
So Melody said that she had to go ahead and hire bodyguards. She feel uncomfortable of having them on the scene. So I think that these two should never be in a scene together ever again. Now I don't know how it's going to work, but I definitely, think that these two should go their separate ways. But
I agree.
also when it comes to the Fletcher, getting back to the Fletchers, I
Okay.
really think that they should have their spinoff, man,
You
because
think
the
so?
way that, yeah, the drama that Lexus was saying, all Lexus just doing,
Uh-huh.
to me, she gave them a spotlight.
Okay. Okay.
She gave them a spotlight. And I would
Okay.
like to see more because
Oh yeah.
now that I understand what's going on, because I just brushed through that scene. I didn't even pay any attention to that
Okay.
scene until today, just to prepare for this show right here.
So you don't think they should be like main this show? They get
No,
their own
well,
show?
I they can be a main character, but this scene right here of the Fletchers, of
Uh-huh.
what how Lexus went ahead and painted them,
Mhm.
I think that, they really had a lot of material. Just like she said, she's making them known. And they
Mhm.
got a lot of stuff that they can talk about where they don't even have to worry about the hosts, because they got a lot of drama going on in their own home. And
Well, she did say it.
I like how she was, they fell to the bottom and they
Okay.
worked themselves back up. I like that. When I
Yeah.
fell to the bottom, I couldn't get out the bed. I gained about 200 pounds. You see what I'm saying? I could, like I said, I would like to know that because, a lot of people, especially our people, we smack dab in the middle of these reality shows and we all can take a piece of
Oh
every
yeah.
person that's on that show. DJ Mo said Nell disrespect Lexus at the table by cursing at the period. I'm team Lexus. And we talked about that, DJ. We talked about when Nell told Lexus to shut up, but the conversation was not with Lexus. Lexus just wanted her moment. It was not her time. Nell was talking to her son, but Nell shouldn't have never told Lexus to shut up.
I agree. Yep. Even though I got Lexi back, she was wrong, and Neil was wrong for telling her to shut up. It was, it was enough wrong. I mean, Chris was wrong, Neil was wrong, Lexi was wrong. You know.
Uh I don't know what Linda Young meant. What you think she meant by that conversation
She
right there?
says,
The symbolics is behind the car. She said it wasn't about the car, but what was the symbolics? What she meant by
um,
that?
she says, y'all think? What are y'all thinking? I guess the symbolism is behind the cars. She said it wasn't about the cars, but it was the symbolism.
What is that?
Meaning that to me, every child but her got a car.
Hmm.
It symbolizes that he cares more for the three children that he bought cars for than he
Hmm.
did her. So I don't see how Chris could do that. If you're gonna buy cars, you gotta buy for everybody, or don't buy no cars.
Hmm.
Get them some bikes or something, a
But
motorcycle.
who to say that? She didn't say what age it was. What age she was? Maybe he probably say you got a husband. Because she did. Had a
Well,
child, so he probably said you got a husband. What the purpose of me buying you a car and you got a husband, let your
well,
husband buy your car. You grown up. I paid child support, and that was it with that. But still of all that was wrong, but like I
yeah.
say, men don't think the way that women think.
Well, they were all old enough to drive because he bought
Hmm.
everybody a car. And
Hmm.
so, husband or not, it's still a child of his. I just
Hmm.
couldn't do it, you know.
But I still say, like I say, I would like to see Nell with a spinoff. And now I'm seeing Nell in a different side. I think Nell and Fletcher and I really like Chris. I really like Chris. I
Oh
like
yeah,
Chris
yeah.
humor and everything. So I would love to see now when they come back on, next season,
Hmm.
I'm gonna be watching the Fletchers, because they
Yeah,
got a lot of drama, and a lot of them had a lot of drama. Even Kiki, and I understand, nobody want Kiki back. Now that I thought of it, I don't want Kiki back either because Kiki, when she threw that water at Tisha, that was out of line. That's no coming back from that. But
absolutely.
every last one of them on that show had a storyline, but we was not able to see it because it was
Yeah,
overshadowed because of the hoax.
absolutely.
Look at my girl in the house, Queenie.
Hey, Queenie.
Yeah, she said, "Good evening, Lady D in chat." Hi,
Uh,
Queenie. Hi,
Okay.
girl. Are you at work? Yeah.
The country
And
girl
Linda
is
Young,
back.
Linda Young says, bottom line, they didn't like her. If you have the money, buy her a car. That's absolutely true. But if she's married, she got a husband. I ain't buying you no car. You see what I'm saying?
Well, wait
Now
a
I
minute,
would.
Lady D. You got,
Hmm,
you say you have 3 children.
yes.
If you were wealthy, as they are, would you buy cars for 2 of your children and not the third child?
Well, the other two may not have had a car. They probably looked at she had a car. And then she wasn't coming around. She only came around, at least she can count, one Christmas and one birthday. After that, she never was around.
Uh huh.
So quite obvious, she didn't build that relationship.
I think if you were wealthy, you would buy all 3 of your kids a car.
Yeah, I would have buy all three, but she never was around. I don't know, girl. I don't know. I'm just talking, guys.
I mean,
Just
because
like this,
I'm
just the
assuming,
conversation.
I'm assuming they're millionaires. They
Uh-huh.
say,
Oh,
they
oh,
say
they are millionaires now. Yes.
yeah, they say they are the richest couple in on the show and possibly Huntsville. So they're
Hmm.
not hurting for money. If I was a millionaire, I would buy all of my children a car, not
Absolutely.
two,
You absolutely
three.
right. I'm not gonna tell you no lie.
And
You absolutely right.
I know you would too.
Yeah,
I
you
know you
absolutely
would.
right. I would do it. I definitely would do it.
Absolutely.
T Jones say, "Come on, Lady D." What you mean, "Come on, Lady D"?
Who said
She
that?
probably sat there saying, D being biased, but I never saw that side. I'm telling you, of the Fletchers, I
Uh-huh.
really haven't even. We don't talk about the
I
Fletchers.
know, I know, I
We
know.
never did talk about the Fletchers. So, like I said, all she did was just open a door for the Fletchers to come in. And
Right.
now I'm looking at them because, come on now, you was a side chick. You sitting
Yeah.
there and you screaming at Martell about cheating. Did you cheat, Martell? Tell me you cheated. After a while, she was a side chick and
Oh
writing
my
letters to a
God,
married
that
man.
is so
Writing letters to the
crazy.
married man.
Can you
Lord Jesus
believe that?
Christ.
That is so
Jesus, thank you,
crazy.
Will.
That is so crazy.
Writing letters to a married man. Now
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God.
be looking at Nell like she a side chick.
I know. Well, she was a side chick.
She was.
Oh my goodness.
But
And,
still of all, I'm saying that, I didn't see that side of them. I know that she cheated, because they showed it on the show, but it didn't get in my brains, it didn't
right,
connect it. I just left it alone because I was so involved in, all this other
right.
toxic stuff that's going on that show.
Well, let me ask you this, Lady D. Let me ask you this. Have you noticed that Chris is always super quiet when these conversations come up?
Mm,
Even
wouldn't you?
even
Wouldn't you?
when they were in the backyard when Melody was throwing those glasses, that glass at Martell, Chris was super quiet. Every time
Wouldn't
that
you?
conversation comes up, I see why now because he knows that his wife, current wife, was a side chick,
Hmm.
and the same thing could have been his first wife.
That's it. So he wasn't
You
gonna
know,
say nothing.
he didn't say, he don't say anything.
But I still like the way that it turned out. Like I said, what
Mhm.
meant for bad, God can turn it around for good.
Yeah,
And I tell everybody, I've been in my marriage for almost close to almost 40 years. I got
yeah,
married young, very, very young.
yeah,
When my
yeah,
mom had to sign for me. That's just how young I got married.
yeah.
And my husband and I, we've been through hell and back.
Girl, don't we know?
But want me to tell you something? I said, I don't care if I don't want that crap. That crap can sit in the front of the yard. You better pass it up because it
Ah,
wasn't easy for me to get it, and I'm not gonna
you
let you
not
slide
running to
in it.
nobody else. Ah,
You ain't gonna slide in it, honey. I went through hell to get what I got, and I'd be darned if I
okay.
let somebody else slide in.
Yeah, we
Linda said
experienced
every
those.
time she asked them for something, they would tell her to go ask your mom. We pay child support. How do you talk like that to your child? It doesn't matter if you paying child support, not cool. And that's true. That's
Yeah,
absolutely true.
I agree, Linda.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
absolutely agree. We can't argue with that. That's true
yeah,
because even though he paid child support, still that little extra cushion that she want. Just make sure you make her
right,
happy because you're not in her life.
right, absolutely.
So just give, if she asks for a radio, if she asks for a phone, give her a phone. And
Right.
maybe he might have gave that, but he wasn't gonna give that car because she didn't want it no any car. She wanted a Mercedes or a BMW, whatever they was driving. You see,
Well,
and he
on
probably
the
say, "Look, I
other
ain't gonna buy
children,
that."
he bought the other daughter a Mercedes Benz.
Hmm.
He bought little Chris a I think it was a Charger, a Challenger. Those cars are not cheap. They're 40, 50, $60,000 cars.
Absolutely,
And Lexi wanted one too.
yeah, but and that's probably all the animosity. But the thing about it, Nexus did never want to come around them. Now, Linda Young says Nell oldest son is not Chris. That's the cute one. That's the one was on the side of
Right, Lynn.
Alexis. Yeah, that's the cute one. I told you that. That's what I was just telling you earlier. I say you said that was Chris' son, right? Or you
Nope,
said that
nope,
was
nope.
Nell's
I
son.
said it
You
was
said
Nell's son.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, she said Nell oldest son is not Chris' child. Does he tell him to go ask his real dad if wanted something? Did Chris buy
Boom.
the oldest son because he already had his business, right?
I don't know if Chris bought the car or Nell bought the car, but he was the one that also got a Dodge Challenger, Dodge
Mm-hmm.
Charger, brand new. He got
Mm-hmm.
them. All three of them got brand new cars. The two boys got the Dodge Challengers, and Kayla got the Mercedes Benz.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is how I did it. When each one of my children made 16, I went ahead and I purchased them a car. Okay.
Uh huh.
Now, my daughter, because I got one daughter and two boys.
Uh
My
huh.
daughter, I went ahead and when my business was doing real good, I went ahead and purchased her another car. But
Okay.
my son didn't get mad because, all my kids was very independent. They was doing for themselves, and
Uh huh.
so he didn't get mad. He didn't get upset at all, and I bought my daughter a very, very nice car, but my
Uh huh.
son already was established.
Uh huh.
So, he didn't say, well, mom, you done bought her this $40,000 car and, at least give me something out of. He didn't ask for not one thing. It's
Okay.
just the way that I guess you raise your kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Your son was very mature, but
Oh
let's.
my, oh girl, I wish you could meet my children. My children are very mature and they was
Yeah.
always independent. Now
Yeah.
my baby boy, that's a total different. Oh, he
Of
cut from a
course.
whole different cloth. Oh my God.
Of
He he
course.
he's in training now because I had to make him sign up for the military because I told him, look, if you don't want to go to
Mm,
college, because he liked to play football and he couldn't play football because he hurt his leg, and
uh-huh.
now he's cutting up in the military. I say, Lord
Oh
have
Lord.
mercy.
Yep.
Girl,
That
it's a
baby.
lot. That young one, girl, that young one, but he's 22, so he's still soaring his oats.
Oh yeah. He's very young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
J Max says seems like Chris is getting quite a pass. I wonder, has he offered any type of counseling for Lexus? And he has Chris Jr. Lexus, she's
Oh
having therapy, right? She's going to a therapist, so
yeah.
she need to go ahead and stay because you can see that really, it really gets to her. And
Oh yeah.
I understand maybe she might be looking at her life, how,
Yeah.
she in a marriage and she don't have what she want, but she missed the opportunity.
Yeah.
Like I said, right is right and wrong is wrong, and we all have a right to agree to disagree. But
Right.
she
Right.
missed her opportunity when she sat at that table when the cameras and the whole world that watches this show was on her, where she could
Yeah.
have been able to have a multi-million-dollar business just like everybody else. Everybody that comes on these reality shows, these people, it's not about that life. If these
Right.
people was about that life, do you think that these people will put life on display for the entire world to pick it apart? No.
No.
These people are just like any average person, robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah.
And
That's
she
true.
missed the opportunity because
Yes.
she could not control her feelings. And
Yeah.
that's how I see it. He was giving her the biggest gift. It's just like with Mariah Hugh. Mariah Hugh, when she told Carlos King, my husband, say, what you want? Do you want some bags? Do you want to go on a trip? She said, no, I want to own the whole block. So
Mm.
right there, he put a diamond in her hands and she didn't even know what she had in her hand because she let all that bitterness and that unforgiveness will make you lose
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. You got
And
to
that's
be
why
able
we
to
got to let it
forgive.
go.
You got to be able to forgive.
Yes. And I
Mhm.
think my girl Donna Davis, because I think she's gonna start seeing the way that I see it. She said Nell took her anger issue on Lexus that she has for Lex's mom, and Lexus felt that pain. It could be absolutely no argument about it. All the stuff that how it happened, it,
Mhm.
it was messed up. But she had the opportunity to sit there and let all that go and sit there and take that lemon and make lemonade out of it. But she missed the ball.
Yeah. She let her
You see what
emotions.
you see what you see where I'm going, right? You see what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, I do.
And I'm not asking you to, agree with me, but
Mhm.
I'm trying to paint a picture of how I see it.
I see. I
How I
see.
see it, forget about he was a deadbeat dad. Forget about he
Mhm.
wasn't in my life. But that was your opportunity when the whole world was watching you to sit there and make your business go off the ground. See, we miss it just like Nell. Melody. Melody missed it too. Melody and Martell could have been a power couple. The two of
Mhm.
them, they was like a force to be reckoned with. But see, what they did was they let their feelings get in the way and let it
Yeah.
sabotage everything that they was building.
Well,
Because the
most.
two them together, they could have been. I mean, it could have been on top of the world about now. Because Melody, she's very smart. She was business savvy. Martell, with his hands,
Yeah.
he could have made it happen. They could have been great together.
Well, most people, especially women, are emotional
And
creatures.
we got and not only that, our people miss so many opportunities because we let the things of this world gets the best of us. Stop.
Yeah, we do.
If we can get out of our feelings, learn to get out your feelings because it's not about you. It's about breaking generational curses.
Yeah, I don't know. We're a long ways from that.
Yeah,
We
but
are
you
some
got to let it
emotional
go.
people.
You got to let it go. It's just
Yeah,
like with a funeral. You go to a funeral, a black funeral and a white funeral. And I tell it all time. I used to tell my employees that. We sit there and we play when it comes to life insurance. The white folks, they don't play when it comes to insurance. They're going to make sure that they family have life insurance. But we sit there instead of getting life insurance, we want to go buy all these designer clothes and living like the
mhm,
the Joneses and inside living like the Walters.
that's true.
And
Yep.
when our loved ones die, we want to tear down the casket. But you don't see them other folks, they ain't tearing down the casket because they know once they read that will, they gonna have a bankroll. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, they are. They're emotionally not attached to people like
No,
we
because
are.
it's
You know.
to them, they thinking about, hey, I'm gonna be able to live. I got a
Yeah.
will that's intact, that's waiting for me. So we got to learn to get out of our feelings. Our feelings is only sabotaging our blessings. It's sabotaging it.
Yeah.
Flora M say, dude, everybody in Huntsville, ALA cheat.
It
Child,
look like it. It look like
it
it.
look like well, the thing about it is that not just Huntsville cheat, it's just that they chose to put theirs on display.
Correct.
And
But it
Linda
do look
also
like
said she
everybody is
snapped.
cheaters.
Yeah,
Yep.
but like I said, it's just that their life is on display. If they put the cameras on our life, they probably say the same thing. Do everybody in our town, in your city, do they cheat?
I think the
We,
majority of black communities there's a lot of cheating.
of
Yeah.
course, and see the
Yeah.
thing about it is that our people don't want to educate themselves. If we educate ourselves and knowing that most of all this stuff, is part of our inherit we inherit all this stuff, our
Yeah.
ancestors, when they were in some of our people that was in Africa, they had polygamous was not looked upon, it wasn't frowned upon
Yeah.
until we came into America where they separated the families. And the reason why they separated the family, listen to us Shahrazad Ali, she'll tell you all of this stuff right here. This is not
Hmm.
new. some of this stuff is because of money, because
Yeah.
the attorneys and the judges, they get paid. So they know that that marriage is not going to stay, you know, a- after 4 years, they're going to be in a divorce court,
Yeah.
most of the people.
Yeah.
So it's just a money racket. Most of this stuff is just a money racket.
Yeah. I mean, in uh, uh, the what am I trying to? The point I'm trying to make in the criminal, oh well, in the justice system, family law lawyers make the most money.
Of course, judges and lawyers, they make a lot of money, especially with divorces.
Yeah.
You
You know,
they
they make the most. It's the most
Yeah.
lucrative. I always thought it was corporate law, but it's not. It's family law.
Yeah, it's family law.
They make the most money.
It's a money racket. And the thing about it, we don't see it. But just think that if polygamous is not for me, it's not for me. But I'm just saying this younger generation, in and everything goes, with this generation right here.
Mm,
But just say if they had a polygamous family, if it was legal, they would put divorce court out of business.
you think so?
They would put it out of business. And the reason why, because what man that can handle more than what he can chew? You got everything that you have right in home. If you don't want one, you go to another one. But it was not about sex. Back then, we make it everything about sex. It was about family, getting the family together, structure. Look at during Martin Luther King and Malcolm X era. We didn't have all this stuff because we had the families intact.
Yeah. Yep.
You half of the stuff that going on today, it never happened back then. And people should ask themselves why none of this stuff ever happened, during Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, because the family was intact until we had these greedy people we putting in the seat, sitting there saying 3 strikes you out, anything to separate the black man from the
Yeah.
black woman.
It's a concerted effort to separate the black family because those clear people in 20 or 30 years, they don't want to be the minority. So
Yeah,
the
and
propaganda is constantly being put upon us on the TV, on the radio,
mhm.
to influence black people to not be couples, to not stay married, to not, be single. You
That's
know,
it. T. Jones says, "What about AIDS? Cheating is not okay. It's not safe."
of
And
course not.
no, it's not, because the thing about it, guys, I can get really, really deep into this. I don't think. Well, we about to close it up in a few more minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that later. Go ahead, Lodge.
Yeah, I mean it's a concerted effort to uh in society to constantly promote the destruction of the black family
Yes,
from the people that are in power, because we make babies quicker than they make babies.
of course.
Our women can have babies much more uh I want to say fluently than white women,
Mhm.
you know. And
Well, now if you do your research, you're gonna see the sperm count of Europeans is going down.
yeah, they
It's
are not
going
having
down.
children.
They say before 2045. But to answer
Yeah.
some of the questions, T. Jones said cheating is not okay. It's not safe. And it's not, because what you're doing is you are taking on somebody else's spirit. So when that man, he put his seed in this woman, and the first thing, this woman gonna say, oh, this man gonna say, oh, you act just like my wife. Well, yeah, I act like your wife because you don't put your spirit into me. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
them spirits attaches, and you be wondering why, when you with a man and this man is messing with every person, out there, and then come and mess with you, and you out of your mind, because what he have done, he have put all those different spirits inside of you. And now you wondering why you are going crazy.
Yeah, it's a hot
And that's
mess.
why we have to learn to educate our people.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I don't know if they're gonna listen. I mean, the society, young people are so, you know, I want to say vulgar when it comes down to sex now. They don't have
Mhm.
no, the majority of them, not all, but the majority of them don't have no sense of unity, or no sense of you, me and you as a couple, just us. They running. These guys are jumping from guy to from woman to woman, and the women are doing this. The girls are doing the same thing. I
Yeah,
don't even
because
know
that's
why
what
they waste time getting
the
married.
media the media
Yeah,
wants you to think that they want you to think that we are loose, and we messing with this and that. Half of that stuff that they show on TV, some of that stuff is just to sit there and just to get us all riled up to think that our race is messed up. Girl, I mean, if they only stop focusing on some of that garbage and start seeing some of the stuff that's going on. I put a lot of stuff, a positive stuff that goes on, especially when it comes to our community, the Black community. I mean, we got young doctors, we got, I mean, people are so successful, but we don't talk about stuff like that. We talk about like a Christian Rock, and we focus on a Nicki Minaj. We talk about all this foolish stuff.
yeah, we do have successful people in our community.
Yes, very successful
Yeah,
people. W-
yeah, we do. We do.
but see, you're not going to shine light on stuff like that.
Right, right.
We
It's
only
really,
going to shine light on the negative, and I even talked about that. They will pay our people to go on stage to act a plum fool, just because they know we the type of people that we mimic everything.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
their job is to prove us as guilty, but not all of us sitting there acting crazy. You got
Not
some good
all.
people.
Yeah, we do have a lot of good people in our community, but there is that certain sector of our
Hmm.
community that's easily influenced, easily led,
Absolutely.
and it's
Because of
enough.
social media.
Yeah, it's enough of them to damage the community. Not all, but it's a
Hmm.
it's a huge section of our community that is influenced by what they see on social media and on TV, and it's
Hmm.
enough to damage our community.
Yeah, because now we have access to everything. We don't even have
Yeah,
to go out the comfort of home. We
yeah,
got social media, and social media, especially when it comes to these young kids, babysitting our kids. So the parents out there working, or the parents don't have time for the children. They put these iPads and don't know what these kids are watching. And pretty much, the iPads, is the one that's raising the kids. And you
yeah.
wondering why your kids, learning all this different stuff, because you know we don't take time, to raise our kids anymore.
No, we don't. We really don't. We really don't have time. Like I say, most households, it takes two working
Mhm.
adults in order to maintain the household. And a lot of mothers have to work now. By the time they get off work and prepare dinner, it's time to go to bed. They don't have time
Absolutely.
to spend with their children.
Hmm.
So it's pretty bad right now. Our
And that's why I
society.
say the system is not messed up. The system is doing exactly what the system is designed to do,
And
and
it's
that's to divide families.
yeah,
And we thinking that we got to live like the Joneses, we got to have this, and you can have all the nice stuff, but what are you doing, to sit there and keep this stuff? You got to work to keep this stuff. What's
yeah,
the purpose of you having all this stuff and you cannot enjoy it because you sitting on somebody else's clock?
yeah. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
And it's sad. And you see, this type of talking, our people don't want to hear. Long as we tickling their ears and talking about all of this foolish stuff. That's why I sit there and say, someone had comment and say, you need to elevate yourself. You need to start talking about, things, I guess, positive stuff or whatever they were saying. But like I say, if I start talking and trying to wake my people up, these people is not going to listen to nothing like that. So I'm
Not
gonna
at
have to
all.
meet my people where they are.
Right.
And then the ones that telling me I need to elevate myself and start talking about, the stuff that they want me to talk about, they ain't gonna listen. I got a lot of content of waking my people up. Most likely don't get no more than 50 viewers. You see what I'm saying?
I know. Well, the ones that feel like you need to elevate your your input, they should come on and suggest certain things and bring up these topics that they feel like you need to touch on.
What they
You
talking
know?
about, how I talk about these reality shows, but I say that's where my people at. I'm gonna go where my
Right.
people at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go where my people at. That's just like
Yeah.
if you believe it in the Bible. Jesus didn't go to the Sadducees and the Pharisees. He went to the ones that was called, that needed a physician.
Right. That's true.
He didn't go to the ones that you think that have together. They say they have to have it together. So if they got it together, what's the purpose of me going around them, right?
Absolutely. Well, reality TV is popular now, so
Absolutely.
these are the topics that you focus on, and we try to shine a little bright light on it and
Hmm.
try to pinpoint some of the negative that's inappropriate and bring that out so everybody can say, well, maybe they have a point. Maybe she has
Because we
a
all
point.
can take a piece out of it,
Yeah,
because we
yeah,
all, every last person on these reality shows, we can take a little piece out of it.
yeah, everybody. So yeah, reality TV. Wow, whoever, whatever ever thought, this would
Hmm.
be what we would be focusing on.
And you know how reality shows, you know how it originated, how it got started.
That topic came up,
Hmm.
and I right now I'm a blank.
Well,
Oh
they really said, it really got off the ground, and it was, so much attention when the OJ trial.
yeah, they did say that.
That's when all the people's court, and people was glued to TV, because
Yeah,
when OJ and that Bronco, and it drew everybody attention.
yeah,
And that's when all the reality shows, they got off the ground.
yeah. I did hear that was the
Mhm.
beginning of the reality show era, and that was what, a good 30 years ago.
I don't know, but that's why no one that goes on the reality shows, it never worked. I don't know a person that goes on these reality shows that they families work. What family do you know? The only one that I know that own a reality show and it works, and that's Dr. Heavenly. Because Dr. Heavenly already said, look, y'all not gonna push my husband. If he don't want to film, he ain't gonna film. If he don't want to talk, daddy ain't gonna talk. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Nobody really comes out of reality TV on top.
Hmm.
Nobody.
Well,
Most people.
Candy did. Candy Boris.
Yeah, well, she was famous before. She
Yeah,
was
well,
a
she didn't.
star before.
I don't think Candy had all the money that you thought she had. Candy, almost all of her brands came off of Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Well, I mean, she was famous
Well,
before.
she was famous because they knew she
Before,
was
yeah.
singing, but she didn't have that money.
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Linda Young said, Lady D, I hope you can review Ready to Love so we can have a deep dive conversation with the quality of me we have to choose from. It's sad
Uh-huh.
to see what they felt successful black work can get. I know, ooh, girl, I can't take another reality show. I just can't see. I don't look at TV the way some people look at it. And that's why I can't
Mhm.
do a lot of shows because it get in my spirit. And
Okay.
Love and Marriage in Huntsville, you see how it just, that show just, I just can't take too many shows.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I promise you, if I do a show, most likely I won't see it the way that you guys see it. Trust
Yeah.
me.
I
And
watched
that's why I
Ready to
can't take
Love.
another show. Oh, I can't take another show.
You can't take another one.
Not no
Ah,
reality show. Oh my God, loving what's it called, this Love in Huntsville. I mean, oh my God.
yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
lot.
this show, I wonder why they was so personal with this show right here.
I have no idea.
Do you know about that show she's talking about? Love, what's the
Ready
name of
to
the show
Love?
again?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
What
watched that.
that's on Bravo, or
No, it's on God dog. It's on OWN.
and it's
It's on
called
Ready to Love. It's a dating show somewhat.
oh, it's a dating show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You have 10 guys, 10 girls. They all meet up at one house, one particular state of town,
Hmm.
and they date each other. to see if they can
Okay.
find love. It's a pretty interesting show. Yeah, I watch
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah. Sometimes they come out and they meet somebody.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, Joy, I don't know if you watch Love and Marriage DC.
I haven't watched
Okay.
that one either. The only show that I watch is I really don't I ain't gonna tell you no lie, guys. I really
Mhm.
don't like TV that much.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I'm more into real life issues. I like Black history. You guys don't like Black history. I like to talk about my spirituality. You guys don't like to talk about spirituality. So
Uh-huh.
I feel that I can learn one show and start and
Oh,
at
okay.
least put something in it. You see what I'm saying?
I understand. TV
Yeah, I
ain't for
really I really
everybody.
like real life issues. I like to wake my
Mhm.
people up. I like to talk about stuff like that.
Yeah, I hear you. I
Mhm.
understand. You know, I watch a lot of different shows. Um, and Ready to Love is one of them.
Nah, girl, I promise you, if I watch all them different shows, I will be playing it out. That's
Really.
how I watch TV. It's like it gets in my spirit.
Ain't nothing as bad as Love and Marriage Huntsville. Out of
And
all the
Love and
shows
Marriage got in my spirit. Why you think I go
I watch.
so hard
Right,
for it?
right.
I mean, I could see these people. It's like,
It's the worst.
yeah,
Love and
it's the
Marriage
worst.
Huntsville is the worst.
And that's why I can tell who is just fake. I can tell who just got a bad energy. I can tell who is a good person. Now Tisha is a very good person.
Yeah, she is.
Tisha and Marcel, their spirit is very clean.
Yeah, I like both of them.
What you see on
Um,
Tisha is what you're going to get in real
yeah,
life.
yeah. I like Tisha. I like
Hmm.
Marcel. Tisha could be a little bit more assertive, but that's her personality.
Hmm.
But she's not a mean-spirited person. I
No,
mean,
she's
she can
not a
get
mean spirit person.
yeah, she can get a little nasty nice like anybody
Hmm.
else, but her character and her personality is not natural to be mean-spirited to
No,
no.
she's not. No, she's
She's a
not.
sweet girl. But yeah, I like Tisha and I like Marcel.
Now, when it comes to Melody, Melody reminds me of one of my friends.
Really.
Yeah, she reminds me of one of my friends. And I'm not
Wow.
gonna say too much about it because like I said,
Mhm.
they might be watching this show.
Yeah,
But
she's not my type of girl. Not my
huh?
Melody is not my type of girl at all.
Yeah.
I don't like
Mhm.
her spirit. I don't like the way she treats
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
know, so no, I couldn't be no, no,
Mhm.
no, mm-mm, no,
Not yeah, I think that I can be friends with Letitia.
yeah,
I think I could be friends with Tisha, but most likely I end up with someone like Melody. You see what I'm saying?
I know.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I'll be getting rid of her. Oh, Johnny on the spot. You got to go. I would not be bothered with her.
Yeah,
No, I wouldn't be bothered with nobody walking around with their head in the air acting like they superior over everybody else. No, you take your
girl,
behind on over there somewhere. No.
girl. I promise you, if you would have known me back then, oh my God, God really humbled me. I mean, God
Right.
really humbled me.
Do you see what Linda Young is saying
And
here?
she said, hold on. You notice my voice getting deeper, right? It
Okay.
sounds like my voice is getting deeper.
Getting a little heavy. Okay, your throat sore.
Yeah, my throat, but I'm
Oh,
good. At least I'm not shouting. Now, if Miss Judy come on that here, I
oh
probably
Lord,
couldn't be. I wouldn't be able
girl,
to talk.
that Miss
Uh,
Judy is a hot mess.
yes. Linda said, if you cannot be Melody's minion, she dismisses you. She uses you for what she needs, and when she's done, she discard you like a queen bee. Wow.
Girl, yes, Linda. Well said, and I could not be bothered with nobody like Melody, S. Hope,
Hmm.
Rogers, whatever y'all want to call her. No,
I
I ain't
see
got
my
nothing
girl,
for.
country girl, still in the house. You trying to hang in, huh, country?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing for her to do. We're going about her
Yeah, yeah.
business.
But what I
Yeah,
think is, when it comes to Melody, like I said, I could take a piece of everybody's life. I think that Martell spoiled her, and he gave her the world, and she never wanted for anything. And whatever she said, it goes.
I think
And that's
Martell.
how I see it. You know, he never told her no on
Mhm.
anything.
Yeah, just like Linda said, Martell was another minion. And when he was no longer willing to be her minion, she
Mhm.
discarded him like she
Well,
do everybody
I
else.
don't think that is discordant. I think that the show, I think once she got on this show and her fan base really made that, you know, made her see another side, and it's like she liked it, you know? And it
Well,
just made it made her turn to a whole different person, because I look at a person, you know, the way that they move, you know, and some things that when she started talking, it's like it makes Martell, you know how a dog, when a dog is confused, you know, take, you
mhm,
know, they don't come out and say something, but it's like they shock of what coming out of your mouth.
mhm,
You notice a lot of times when Melody talk, it's like he just stunned. He don't say nothing, but he just
right,
stunned
yeah, I've
because
seen
he's
it
not
on his
used to
face.
that side of her. It's like,
Right,
you know, as a side that he really never saw.
it's a side he
Even with
don't
the
like.
dinner. You remember when they went on that they had that little date when he brought that flowers,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
and how she went ahead and flipped the script and he was shocked?
yeah. And
Yeah.
he couldn't counteract. He couldn't. He was just shook. And
Mhm.
she knows that about him. She's been with him. She was with him for 14 years. She knows everything about Martell. She knows how he thinks and
Mhm.
how he reacts to her, and she uses it against him.
Yep, she knows what buttons to push.
And mouse buttons are actually what drove him in the street more
Yep.
so than the SCX. It wasn't
Oh,
about the
girl,
SCX.
you absolutely right. I wanted to talk about that because someone said there and said, "Oh, you condone all this stuff that Martell did." I say, "You gonna sit there and say Martell did all this?" The Bible also says, since you want to use scriptures, but God told me stop entertaining these people that leaving these negative comments. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't want them to get in my spirit.
Right,
You know,
right. Yeah,
if
shake
you
them
want to
off.
know what's going on, watch the videos. But what happened was you don't provoke a person, because even the Bible talk about provoking a person to anger. And
Right.
what she did was she kept provoking him.
Yeah. Well, men cheat for different reasons.
Mhm,
Martell cheated. It wasn't about that girl and her body or whatever they were doing that made
mhm,
him. Martell cheated with her because of the way Melody made him feel and the
mhm,
difference in the way Ariane made him feel. And I'm not talking about sex.
mhm,
I'm talking about his ego. His
mhm,
Ariane didn't down him or dog him. Melody continuously dogged him and downed him, made him
mhm.
feel like he was one of her kids. That's why he left. Had to have somebody that made him feel good.
And also
It
a
was
lot.
not about her sex.
Yep. And also you can look at it like this: what one woman won't do, another one gonna do it.
Right. I
And
mean,
and if she don't like to cook and clean up, you gonna find somebody around the corner that doing everything that you like. What
yeah.
man that you know? I don't know no man that I know that's gonna come home and the wife gonna ask what to eat and expect me to bring food when you was home all day with your mama.
Right. Right.
With your mama. And like I said, I don't think Miss Van looked like she missed a meal.
Right. Well,
Now you got
like
your
I
mama
say,
living in that house. Don't you think that your mama could at least put some food together or something?
yeah, it made him feel unappreciated. You
Yeah.
know.
Like
So yeah,
squatters.
it wasn't about the bedroom for him. I mean, that was part of it, but it wasn't
Mhm.
the reason why he spent 7 years with Ariana and why he's still with her today. It's not about her body. It's about how
And
he
that's what
feels.
and that's what I be telling everybody. Stop trying to spin your own narrative. We are in a year is a show me year. Show me. You pull out the receipts. Martell pulled out all the receipts.
Yeah, he did.
They say Martell was messing with all these different women. I don't know no other woman that Martell ever messed with. And if he did mess with him, he must have cheated. How you say a respectful cheater, because none of them came out.
No.
None of them came out. The only people that we can attach Martell with is Ariane. but
Yeah.
yet you still want to call him a whore. Make it make sense.
Well, they got the dog him out. I mean, that's how they making their money. That's how she making her money off of it.
All
He
for his
is
pain. Yeah, all for that
uh,
pain.
right. He's her sacrificial lamb. He is the one that's getting everybody paid.
And don't you know they went ahead and strike my video, tried to report it?
Yeah, I did see that post where you
That one and the one we made last night.
oh really?
Yeah, but YouTube said there and know that it's not going to work, guys. Y'all can sit there. Y'all can't do what y'all think y'all been a doing.
Oh my
These
goodness.
people think that they can go and try to strike report your channel. YouTube does not do that no more.
Wow.
YouTube reviewed my video, send me another letter. They didn't find no faults. They already told us. We took a training of how
Mhm.
to run our channels. You see what I'm saying? Our videos on
Mhm.
our channel.
Mhm.
You could even play clips. It's just that you can't play it no longer than a few seconds, but you can play them.
Well, they are making money off of promoting her, and they don't want
Yes,
anybody else to not to promote her or
and
say
that's why.
anything
Yeah,
negative about her.
yeah, you're
If you're
right.
gonna come on, if you're talking about love and marriage Huntsville for some ungodly reason, they think everybody has to big up and run up Melody. That's not how it goes. Because I'm not a fan of Melodies. I'm a fan of the show.
Yes,
I'm a fan of the entire cast. I'm not just, they don't have anything nice to say about nobody on the show but her.
and
So they
that's
don't want to hear your comments about her if they are not supporting her. Oh well, stay off the channel.
absolutely,
But
and
they
and
feel like what's that baby girl name? Nicole. Nicole I think she used to be a Melody fan. Yeah,
Nicole Givens.
yeah. Wasn't that Nicole?
You talking Nicole, the one comes on the platform with us, right?
Right. Didn't she say she used to be a Melody fan?
I think she did.
And she's
She
no
was.
longer a complete supporter. And I think Miss Behavior said the same thing.
Hmm.
She used to be a solid mellometer. And something Melody did turned her off. So they don't want that to be presented on YouTube. Anybody like them or you and I that don't find Melody to be the end all or be all. I'm
Hmm.
sorry. I'm sorry. You know?
And what I didn't like is that when they told all their little followers, it was like a cult like behavior. Don't watch Tasha K, but come on
Right.
certain channels and get a recap of it.
Yeah.
I would have said, if they say don't watch Tasha K, that means don't watch her at all. We don't want to have nothing to do with that interview between Martell and Tasha K. We don't
Right.
care what he told her. But for
Yeah.
you to say, come on my channel and let's do a recap,
And listen
that's
to us.
that's silly sheeps. That's
Yeah.
stupid. That's crazy.
And listen to us brainwash you about Melody.
My
Don't go
God.
on there listening to Martell tell his truth. Come on our channels and we're gonna brainwash you and sugarcoat it all in Melody's favor.
And all the while they running commercials on that. They
Well, you know
monetize
what?
it.
I don't know if it worked because when I checked, Tasha K had 197,000 views.
Wow. I haven't checked since the last time.
I checked the last time I checked might have been yesterday.
Mhm.
That interview with Martell, she got 197,000
Wow. So it didn't
views.
work. There
It
was
didn't work.
people.
It didn't work. Her people were their people were in that interview just like you and I. They listened to it.
So imagine what she got on her network.
I can imagine.
So
You
she
know,
made that money because the last time when I checked, she had 30K that watch.
right. And that was the problem why I couldn't pull it up because you have to subscribe and be a member.
Well, you can unsubscribe.
Yeah. But I didn't
You
do it.
pay the $12 for the entire month.
Oh, I didn't do it.
Yeah, you pay for
Yeah.
the $12 is for the entire month, and then if you want to go ahead and unfollow, you can. I haven't unfollowed because I want to see the second part because she did say it was going to be a second part. So what I was thinking is that she want to keep the ones that came on, so she
Yeah.
gonna drop it next month. She might drop it this month.
Right. I mean, because she got 197 views,
Hmm.
197,000. So she's probably trying to see how many, how much money she's gonna make off this part before she dropped the next part.
That's
Yeah.
what I think. That's what I
Yeah.
think.
Oh yeah.
That's what I
I
think right
agree.
there. Yeah,
I
it
agree.
it does make a sense, because if she would have put part two on, then they would have got two parts for $12, right? So now,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah.
she's thinking about how to make that bankroll.
Right, right. Wait till the
Yes,
February.
yes. So
Um,
she might go ahead and drop it this month.
right, probably towards the end of the month.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, she got
That
to
it
pay.
makes sense.
It makes total sense. I mean, she got to pay Cardi B quite a bit of money,
Yeah, but
so I don't blame her.
just her, just this streaming thing she got, this network thing she got, she can pay Cardi B, and she can
Yeah,
pay Cardi B right on her channel, her YouTube channel.
yeah, because she
Because
has
if she
over
got the
a
loyal, she
million,
got 1 million. How many subscribers Tasha K
over
got?
a million subscribers.
Now,
Yeah,
if Tasha K
yeah,
got 1 million subscriber, and they say they are, and she got a loyal fan base.
yeah, she do.
So just imagine if half of that million give Tasha K at least $20, that would be wiped out.
Oh
That debt
yeah,
would be wiped out in
it
full.
would be.
Read what Linda say, because my throat, I'm getting hoarse.
Okay, she said it's crazy. The fire Destiny. Oh, to fire Destiny for not sharing her life. What is Mel sharing?
Shenanigans
What is Mel
or
sharing?
sharing.
All other than fighting with her ex. Where is her man and personal life? Good question. Where her brother or mother? I'm gonna see. EP don't have to share. Oh, EP don't have to share. That's for
What it
Linda's.
mean?
Executive producers don't have to share.
Hmm.
I guess that's what she's saying.
Where her brother or mother, EP, don't have to share.
Yeah, that's what it
Hmm.
seems like. That's what she's saying.
Hmm.
Well, she need to take her behind on somewhere else then if she ain't gonna share nothing.
Thank you. Don't want to show her life,
Which is
but
why if Martell is still on that show, he needs to be able to show his life. So
that's
she
it.
won't keep using him as her storyline.
That's
Uh
it.
his woman will be his storyline.
That's it. And trust me, and you know Ariane, she's flipped from the mouth. And if
Yeah.
she come on there, no way in the world that Melody would address my man. You ain't gonna talk about his shoes. You're not gonna talk about his clothes. You better look the other way.
Oh no,
You
she's
had
not
him and you didn't know
gonna
what to do with him. So now I got him. Look, you find somebody else to jump on to make money off.
no, she's not
But
gonna
you ain't gonna get
interact
it
with
from
her.
me.
No, she's not gonna communicate with her if the girl comes on the show. I don't
Mhm.
think Melody will interact with her, communicate with her at all, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Now,
It
whether or not Carlos is going to allow him to show his true life, that's the question. That's the $100,000 question.
I don't know, but I know one thing is that I want to see how, it's going to work, because it no in the world if someone going to send me, put a warrant on me, and I'm working with her, and she's doing all this stuff, and she couldn't even come in my presence anymore.
Well,
So I don't know how that's going to work out.
I know they working up on their fourth year of being divorced, so he should be able to date whoever
Mhm.
he please. If he want to show his life as it is today, he is no longer married to her. He
Mhm.
should be able to do it. You
But I
know,
don't think nobody is gonna film with her, because she done burned bridges with just about everybody. Who gonna film with her? What they need to do is they need to go ahead and bring Destiny and Miss Wanda back,
yeah,
and
I
stop
wish.
worrying about, Melody don't want them on. See, Melody don't want Destiny on, because now, according to what Martell, and we're gonna close it out in 2 more minutes here, or 5 more minutes. But
Okay,
according to what Martell told Tasha K, that someone had said, you need to go ahead and take a DNA, and it was someone that was close to him. Who to say that it was, who we think it is, and that's why Melody does not want her on that show. And I'm gonna say
oh,
allegedly.
you think it might have been her?
I think it might have been her, because she did say she know where the body's at.
Wow. Maybe she saw the guy. Who
Hmm.
knows? I said you might be right. I'm not sure. I'm not
Hmm.
sure.
And
I,
that's why she wanted her off because see, they was going to take anybody off of that show. And I'm gonna say that I'm I got an opinion just like everybody else.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, you do.
they was gonna take anybody off of that show that does not make Mel look good.
Absolutely. Yep. You know, I don't know if Martell is not on the show. I don't know if I'm gonna watch because she is not the main focus for me.
She's not,
You know.
without dragging Martell. and
Right.
and I don't care what nobody say. I think that Melody went ahead and threw this wrench in that show because she did not want it Martell to come out and tell his real story, because then
Absolutely.
she wouldn't be able to make bank off of that because she's
Yeah.
making bank off of her trauma.
Yep.
And that's why, she's upset because she's fighting, trying to get the kids back on the show because she knows she don't have no talent. Why would you fight to get your kids back on the show if you say that, you was called to be on the big screen? Well, show us what you're working with.
Girl, them kids can't come back on that show. It's
Show us
not
what
gonna
you're working with.
happen.
Yeah, and that's just like with Carlos King. Carlos need to just sit down. Every time when I think that I'm trying to like Carlos King, then he do something and mess it
I
all up.
know. I know.
Because then he sat there and he told Dr. Heavenly, he said, well, if Phaedra starts showing the boys on the show, then, people start getting closer to her. Phaedra's smart. Phaedra is very smart. Why would Phaedra want her children to be exposed to a reality show when she calling
Yeah.
them kings and presidents, huh?
Yeah, that's true. I
Do
mean, they
you
are
want her
older.
children to go and get a big head and think that they stars and got the kids running behind them? Before you know it, they're gonna lose what she's setting futures for. Future kings. And
Yeah. They
are
are
they
in junior
crazy?
high. They're in junior high now, so she probably
Yes.
don't want them on the show, so they don't have to, deal with the backlash from
No.
being in school. They're too old now,
No.
for her to
Why would
be
she want
bringing
to
them on.
inject her children and stuff like that?
Yeah,
This woman
which
is
is
about
also
education first.
I can't understand why Melody want to bring her kids on.
Well,
Uh,
you say that again.
the oldest two, they should be either in junior high or about to go to junior high. Why would
And
she
so you
want?
don't you wondering why,
I don't think
huh?
they need to be on the show. They are too
Do you
old.
know why she want them on the show?
Well, I know it's all about money,
Thank
you know,
you.
but I mean, she should want to protect them as much as possible from having to, deal with the backlash from their peers. They're
Girl,
too old to be
money
on
is
this
not
show.
girl, when you sacrificing, you don't care who you pull in the mix.
Right,
These people are addicted to money.
right. I mean, she is anyway, but I don't see no judge granting her the opportunity to put these kids back out on the spot in the spotlight for them to be, harassed by their peers. I don't see it.
And
You make money on your own. You ain't making no money off your kids back.
and didn't she and Martell went to court the other day?
I think it was on the
I think
30th.
I saw,
Yeah.
I didn't watch the video, but I saw where a content creator say they was in court because I think Martell had told Tasha K that they was going to court.
Right on the
So
30th. Yeah.
I guess it didn't work well because they would have been making 101 videos.
Right. I don't know because
So it did, most likely it didn't favor her.
yeah, it's probably haven't been resolved yet. They probably
Mhm.
have to go back to court again.
All
But
right, country girl, we about to get out too. She say, everyone enjoy the rest of your eve. Thank you for spending the whole 2 hours with us.
ah,
Country girls, I mean, she spent the entire 2 hours with us. Thank
oh
you
wow,
very
that's
much, country
great.
girl. And thank you for everything. Yes.
Wow, that's great.
So girl, look, I'm gonna have to hold this little voice because girl, oh my
Gonna shut
God,
it
girl.
down.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut it down. Think about what we're gonna talk about tomorrow, whenever. You see what I'm saying?
Girl, I
But
kind of miss Nicole. Um, Tonight. She's been coming on a couple nights. She kind of maybe she had to work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
But
kind of miss
girl,
you.
I really liked this topic right here because
I did
now,
too.
you got me looking at the Fletchers now. At first, I
Yeah,
couldn't see the
girl.
Fletchers because everything was overshadowed
Yeah,
with the
girl.
hosts and their drama. But,
Yeah.
I think that the hosts, I mean, the Fletchers, they would do good on this reality show.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Linda Young said, I enjoy both. This is my favorite. Oh, thank you very much, new
Oh
channel.
wow.
Can't wait to see how you grow. Praise the Lord. God is good all the time. When you're standing on your truth and you're going against the grain, it's not easy, because
It's not
everybody's
easy.
jumping on this bandwagon.
It's not easy.
That's not easy. But like I say, I didn't give up. Even if I got to talk by myself, I'm
Yeah.
just going to stand on my truth.
Yeah, I admire you for standing your ground. And
Thank
like I
you very
told
much.
you, I know your heart is in the right place.
Yes.
Always.
That's it. And I'd be lying if I say I don't want clicks and likes, but I won't sell my soul behind it.
Right. Absolutely.
I
Yep.
wouldn't dare.
Let it grow
So girl,
naturally.
look, I'm gonna close it down and
Okay, dear.
just email me if you got something else you want me to talk about.
Okay, I will.
Email me, send me some more videos because I don't be going on them people channels. Once I sit there and get off of this live, girl, I'm
I
going
know.
about my business. So if you find something else for me to talk about, this was a good one right here, the Fletchers. I didn't see it. And
Okay.
I went ahead and subscribe to his channel. And make sure you guys go and check him out, Terrence. Giving you that real tea. Yes,
Yeah.
that's his channel
Yeah,
right
he
there
has a
called
good
Giving
good
You That Real Tea.
yeah, his content is really, really good.
Yes, I
Yeah.
thought I had a picture of him, but I didn't post it. But make sure you
Mhm.
guys go check out Terrence Giving You That Real Tea. And that's my first time saw his videos.
Really.
And I think that he really did a good job. Really did a good
Yeah.
job on that interview.
Yeah, he's done several interviews. He interviewed Mark Scott.
Oh, he
He
did?
interviewed Miss Wanda before. He's had several good interviews. He's a good interviewer.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Yes. And also I want to thank the one that gave me the Cash App today. Thank you for planting into my channel. Thank you very, very much. And all this right here, like I said, then say, I appreciate every bit of it.
Well, girl, you deserve it. Yeah, you do.
Yes. Yes, girl. So look, we done did these 2 hours. We're gonna close it out here.
All right, dear.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you very much here.
Okay. Good night.
All right. Good night. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. This was a good live, another good live today. Thank Logical, for giving this tea. This was a lot right here. But I take nothing for granted. I think guys, all this right here, to me, is for entertainment purpose only. You air it out, you're a free game. So thank you, Linda Young. Thank you for coming on, Country Girl. Thank you for always holding my back. Um, Thank you, T. Jones. Thank you, Flora M. Thank you, Donna Davis. I was so glad to see Donna came in. Starbucks lover. Thank you for always holding me down as well. Like I said, if two or three together, the Most High God is right there in the midst. And that's how I look at it. So, guys, thank you very much. Nicole Givens, thank you for coming on. DJ MO, yes, indeed. God is good. Alice Evans, and also Misbehavior. Thank you guys for coming in. And like I said, this right here is Real Talk. And so I talk to you guys maybe tomorrow. So you all be blessed and have a good night.